Generic greetings and welcome to Preview plus Skyshine's Bedlam. This is built as a post-apocalyptic turn-based strategic roguelike in which you and your crew venture forth into the wasteland looking for resources and materials and upgrades in technology and a fight. If I'm completely honest with you, you will be travelling in your home away from home, a Dozer, which is that weird looking bug thing in the background. There are many different variations and not all of them look like something from Starship Troopers. If I'm honest, I think the catering will be a little bit subpar on that thing there, so I don't really want to travel in it. Anyway, I've played about 2 and a bit hours of this game so far, so this is certainly a first impressions, not a review. I want to make that clear. Also, I'm playing this several hours before it's publicly released on Steam, so by the time you get hold of it, there might be little changes and tweaks and things like that, so obviously bugs to be squished, polish to be added, etc. But as far as I'm aware, it is feature complete, so, you know, just for sake of clarity and fairness. Right, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to show you a little bit of a new run, and you can decide for yourself whether it's something you want to invest in. So here we go. New run. So, we first need to select our, I guess, faction stroke race or whatever, and our Dozer. So this is the Bone Shaker. This is the human factions one. It's obviously very, very clunky and Leviathan-y, and it looks pretty cool. The next one is the Mutants one. We've already seen that, which looks like a book from Starship Troopers. The next one is the Marauders, which is quintessentially Mad Max. The one after that is Cyborgs, which is a mix between something the Master from Fallout 1 would make and Warhammer 40k Orcs. And then we have the Rogue AI, which looks like a mix between something from Metal Gear or Ghost in the Shell. Either way, as you can see, I haven't unlocked them, so I'm just going to have to pick the human one. They all have their own individual statistics and abilities and stuff, but I'll go through that later on, and we're going to go normal.
The Bone Shaker.
And obviously that's telling you, you know, what you're actually driving, just in case you didn't know. So this map here is randomly generated, or at least the factions are randomly placed on these sections of the map. We start in Bysantine, that city up there, and we need to get to Aztec City down the bottom, something that I must confess I haven't actually done. So we have to travel through the wasteland, through all of this, to there. Now obviously we're going to encounter different people. So that's Cyborg, that's called Heap. That's Half Knot, which is also Cyborgs. That's Cordite, which is Rogue AI, and that's Cathode Chasm, which is Rogue AI as well. And as you can see, they're all randomly named and stuff. Yes, very, very, very nice. So, which way are we going to go? There's little dots here show the way we can actually travel. Well, I think I'm going to go this way. Now, the reason I'm going to do that is you can see there's a circle there with like a sort of power canister in it. That is actually power. You can actually turn that on and off with that button there. I like to keep it open. But, yeah, if you go to that, that's like a definite cache of resources there. So we're definitely going to go that way to get that. As you travel, you will encounter different people and, you know, sort of events and such. But that is a definite cache of power. So I'm going to go that way. So we will, do you want to head that way? Yes, I think we will. So we're going to say go there. As you can see, it takes 1 day. That's the sort of little sun symbol. We've got 35 barrels. That is crude, which is at the top. We have 1,000. And it takes 24 meat, which is the food that our crew eats, which, as you can see, I've got 1,000 crew, 1,000 meat, and 25 power, which you'll use for Dozer abilities. Let's travel there. We're going to click go, and there we go. Sounds really meaty, and we're going to head off and play. So, the colossal Dozer slowly trundles through the superstructure arteries of Bysantine, escorted by law regulators and flanked by an army of prominent, now beam broadcasters projecting the vehicle's impressive range across surrounding blah 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 blah. We'll skip all that, the door's open, and we can exit. I'm going to try and skip some of the events, because obviously it is a roguelike. The idea is for you to experience the story and the events yourself. I don't want to spoil too much, while still keeping it in context, you understand. So, there's only really one place we can go, which is there, and that does cost us some resources. As you can see, 140 crude. Now, if I want to, say, not use as much crude, I can go here, and this is our upgrade. So we can upgrade bioresearch, barracks, engineering, and armory, and each one we upgrade will give us little bonuses. So, for example, the barracks, standard crew heal in 25 days. So if we upgrade that, it'll cost us 5 power, and that'll upgrade it so they heal a bit faster. That's pretty cool. Obviously, engineering is pretty much the same thing, but it says 5 power cells for crude, and that will, there we go, actually increase our efficiency. So we got a 12% improvement on that one. So crude efficiency, 30 crude per day, so we'll use less crude. That is a big nuclear missile on the top of this, and yes, you can get it. The weapons you have are on the bottom left, and as you can see, we've got Dozer weapons. These are like really big honking space guns that are piled on the top of this thing, and we've currently got the Skyshine's distillery, which is a toxic byproduct of the Dozer, transformed into projectile, potent, intoxicating liquid. It's basically a Jaeger bomb or a Molotov cocktail or whatever. Not a Molotov cocktail, that's on fire, but it's like an alcohol bomb, basically. basically it sort of hits an area, and then everybody gets intoxicated, then they start fighting each other. It's quite fun to use, but that does cost 40 power, and obviously I've only got the 20. That's the big weapon. Then you've also got battlefield equalizers that are like little sort of one-shot abilities that will sort of heal your troops, or give them a shield, or give them a bonus to range, or whatever. So little small like boosts that overall can actually change the tide of battle. In terms of our crew and what we have, it's on the bottom right, and I'll go through all of these later on. So let's just go back, and we need to head over there. Let's go. There we go, and you can see the background's changed, and it's all very broken down and stuff. The background will change based on where you are and who owns the area. So, shortly after leaving Bysantine, a Dozer approaches a large obstruction of scrap metal in the road. The crew disembarks to inspect the debris, only to suddenly surrounded by a group of rogue AI. Attention, meat forms, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get attacked. Okay, cool. So that's going to be us having to defend ourselves. So, we need to select the crew that are going to go and defend the Dozer. So, if we lose this, we don't lose the Dozer, we don't lose the game, but we will, you know, not be well off because obviously we've lost some crew doing it. The rating at the top left, which is currently normal, sort of gives you an idea of what you should probably take. You can take up to 6 crew. I've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4 crew already stationed on there, and you can click and drag and move them around. There you go. There are 4 classes in the game. Deadeyes, which are snipers. Now, each class has health, which is, as you can see, 2 of 2. So I've got 2 health, and I have a maximum of 2. If you got injured, obviously you might be a little bit lower. The damage that they do when they hit you, the range, and it doesn't mean up to that, okay? This is very important. It doesn't mean up to that. So you can't shoot range like 0, like yourself, up to range 6. It is you can shoot something at range 6. Move is how far it moves or can move. Shows how many battles it's got and how many kills. Once you get so many kills, you will go to veteran, and then you get better. You can click that button there, and it shows you Deadeyes, blah, blah, blah. It tells you what they are, and also a little bit of blurb about what this guy's called. You can actually rename them as well down the bottom, so if you want to, you can just do that and call them generic Deadeye 1. So GD1, there you go, job done. Ooh, I've actually clicked the wrong button. Ah, well, whatever. So there we go. You can rename them though. So, we've got the Deadeyes, which I was going to drag all these off. There we are. If you see here at the bottom, we've got like 3 little symbols. That says recruit crowd for battle. You have to have a minimum of 1. The more you put in, the less you get for as a resource bonus. So see that says ×2? I can actually have up to 4 crew. But if I say run with 3, then I will get a ×2 power bonus when I win that fight, if I win that fight. So that's something you want to be aware of. So anyway, Deadeyes, let's take 1 Deadeye. There we go, that's fine. Frontliners are sort of your tanks of the game. They've got a lot of health, and they don't really hit very hard, but they are obviously very tough because they've got 10 health, obviously 5 times more than Deadeyes, so we'll take 1 of them. Gunslingers are your mid-ground sort of fighters. They have not bad health. They've got 5 health, and they do a decent amount of damage, 3, but their range is 3 to 4. They also have a good bonus of when they get shot, they will shoot back as well, so we're going to take 1 of them. And then we've got trenches, which are shotgunners. They've got a decent amount of health, decent speed, and they are very, very short range and do a bit of damage. They've also got a good advantage of when they shoot someone, it pushes the opponent back. So we're going to take 1 of them, and there we are. So I'm just going to take them 4, that'll do us, and we'll click go, and then it'll randomize the area where we're fighting. Now that's something that might be good and might be bad, because obviously it does completely randomize it. I don't know where the setup is. So here we go. There's my people at the top. So we've got our sniper, our Deadeye, then we've got our shotgunner, we've got our gunslinger, and then our sort of tanky guy there. Now, there has been times when I've played where it has randomly placed the people and put like the sniper right forward, and then they're pretty much in the zone to get killed immediately, which is not good. But there has been a couple of patches since then, so maybe that's been changed, as I said, just all for sake of completeness and telling it how I've experienced it. So, what do I need to do? Well, I need to move these a little bit further, and also I've just realised that these actually move further and have less health than the last time I played this, which was yesterday. So, yes, there has been some patches. Anyway, what do I need to do? Well, I have 2 action points, okay? And that's not 2 action points per character. That's 2 action points for all of these. So, to move, it costs an action point. To attack, it costs an action point. When I click on each character, their movement, or where they can move, is highlighted in white along the ground. It doesn't cost less action points or more action points to move further or shorter. So to move there, it's an action point. To move there, it's an action point. Where you can actually attack is denoted by the red dots or the crosshairs on the ground. So if I say mouse over there, if I get this person and say mouse over there, you can see that I'll be able to attack all the way around them. But they do have a bit of a dead zone around them as well. Like I say, their range is determined. Their range is not how far they can attack up to. It's what the bracket they can attack in. So range 2 to 3 is you can attack at bracket 2 and 3, not 1, 2, or 3. Same as a sniper. It can shoot at 6. It does mean 6, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get that. Anyway, I hope. So, Do I want to move them? Well, I think I do. That is a frontliner, which, as you can see, has got a weird sort of crystalline, weird sword thing that's not a lightsaber. We have to make that perfectly clear, the lawyers have told me. They have, well, when you mouse over them, you can see that their health's in the center, so 10. The damage that they will do is in a crosshair on the top right, and if I've got a character selected on mine, and I move them near there, the damage I can cause to them will be on the top left of their portrait. So that's, again, quite easy to understand. Right, we've also got the blitzometer at the top. If that gets to full, they get some more actions. You don't really want to do that. We've also got our energy, our power abilities at the bottom, which I'll go through in a moment. So, what do I want to do? Well, I want to get this guy out of the way, so I'm going to move my shotgunner down. Oh, no, if I move my shotgunner down, I'm not going to get him any further. I'm not going to get him really... I'm not going to really do much damage. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to get my melee person in. So I'm going to run him up to there. So there we go. And then we could attack for a damage. You want to attack for a damage? I will attack for 2 points of damage. Here we go. Bang, and we attack for 2 points of damage. There is no... In the game, there is no you hit, I miss, that sort of thing. Basically, if you can hit them, you will hit them and cause damage. The only exception to that is when you are in cover. This is cover around here. When you're in base contact with this cover, these bits of cover here, you will have a chance of any shot being leveled towards you of missing. So every time they will fire a weapon or swing a sword or whatever, it might miss. I'm assuming that there are also abilities that might do that as well, but I don't know. So, speaking of abilities, what abilities do I have? Well, I have my weapons, as you can see. Or you have this Skyshine's distillery that I showed you earlier. We could use that. Oh, actually, we can't because we don't have the power cells. That's got a radius of 7 tiles. That's pretty cool. We've also got equalizers, which we can use. So, 13 health to heal the wounded. So, anyone that's taking damage will recover 2 health. Also got a shield, which will reduce damage while being active last 1 turn. So, we could activate them if we want to. Now, activating these does not cost action points, okay, so the 2 action points I've got left, it doesn't cost action points at all, but in order to use them, you have to have some action points left. So you can't use 2 abilities, so use your 2 action points, and then go to activate one of these, because it immediately goes to their turn, and they'll do their actions. So you need to use these abilities, you need to use equalizers or weapons, before you've used your last action point. Anyway, this guy's coming towards me, which is not good because, as you can see, my sniper has only got 2 health and this guy does 2 health. So what I'm going to do is get my shotgunner to bang, blast them back 4. Obviously, that's going to be good. And then what I want to do is pretty much move my sniper out the way. The problem is that the sniper can be killed. So what I'm going to do instead is move this, basically in one hit. All I'm going to do is move this guy forward, and he's going to run around and then immediately attack the sniper, surely. No, didn't attack the sniper, just moved there. That's interesting. What I want to do then is see if I can attack this guy here. Alright, this should work. 3. Yes, okay, I'll be able to kill him. So, I need to get Constance, which is my gunslinger, to attack them, which will be attack for 3. There we go, 3 damage, and then we'll get my shotgun to attack, which will take them now. The reason I did that order, if I shotgunned them, they would have pushed them back to there, which means I wouldn't be able to attack with her. So here we go. They've moved down there and then shot me. There we are. Okay, so I'm probably going to lose some characters here because it's not going overly well. Although, no, I can attack here. So I do 5 damage and I can attack them for 6. They've got 6 damage, so bang, they go down 1. And then I need to get... that's a shame. Crying shame. Okay, what I was trying to do is get everybody out of the way, or get that guy out, so I don't have to worry about it. What I'm gonna have to do then is I have a bit of an option here. I'll just shoot them. Yeah, whatever. There we go. I thought, yeah, shall I do this tactically? Nah, I'm just gonna shoot them in the face. So they're all dead, that's fine. What else can I do now? Well, the blitzometer is going up. I'm doing okay. These bits on the ground here, by the way, that's power, that's meat, and that's crude. If you pick these up, you will get a bonus. But as far as I'm aware, if you leave them on the ground, even if you win the fight, then you don't get them. I don't know why that is the case. At least that's what I think happens. As far as I can tell, if you don't pick these up while you're in the fight, you don't get them, which is a bit weird, but whatever. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I've experienced. So, let's head off. Let's move this guy here. Obviously 2 health left. It can hit me for 2 damage. Well, I can't really attack and kill them. I'm going to shoot here. No, I'll just hit them once. Do I want to move this person down? I'll hit them once, and then what I'm going to do is run off towards this cover. Now, if you're in cover, then you will gain a bit of a bonus, as in, if they attack you, there's a chance of them missing. If I move there, it means that they have to spend 1 action point to move, and then another to attack me, and then that might miss. So let us... Yeah, let's move down to there. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. Move there, and then their action. So they're going to move over here and then go for a swing, and they hit me and killed me. There you go. There would be a chance of them missing. Now, it is a bit weird, but as far as I can tell, if you're in cover, it doesn't really matter where the attack comes from. If you're just next to cover, you will get the cover bonus. So, for example, if you're where that guy is there, if I attack with a sniper this way, there is a chance of it missing. It's just that's how it works. So, as long as you're in cover, you get the bonus. So I'm going to move this person over to there. This is the gunslinger, and then attack. 3 damage, and then their cover didn't work, so they're going to run towards me and then hit me for 1. There we go. I can take... Ah, yeah, you see, I actually shot them back. That was the little bonus. So, to be honest with you, I could just back up. And shoot them. What I'm going to do instead is be a little bit cheeky. I'm going to back up to there. Okay, so he will have to spend an action point to move and attack me. Then I'm going to get this guy to run and get this power.
Power!
Because I know that this guy can't kill me. Run towards me, hit me for 2, and then I shoot them back, and then I, well, cause 1 point, 1 point of damage left. So there we are. So that person is pretty much going to die now. I need to move... I could move my sniper there and shoot him with a sniper, or do I want my gunslinger to do it? I'll move my gunslinger to there and then attack. There we are. If I didn't do that, I would have lost another person. So, triumphant. We've got 2 times crude, 2 times meat, and 15 power cells. Obviously, I picked some power cells up, and then the times 2 is because I didn't take loads and loads of crew. So there you go. That is one of... That's a fight. That's how a fight works. Pretty easy to understand. By the way, this thing at the bottom here, this is the... This is like the sort of guard level or the danger level of this area. The longer you're in here, the more that will go up. Let's start looking around now. So this is where our Dozer is. We can either drive our Dozer off, or we can start looking at these sort of exclamation marks. These are sort of points of interest, and we'll send someone off there. And here we are. This takes crude and it takes meat, but that's okay because I want to see what we can find. As you can see, the danger level at the bottom going up. As the crew is exploring, they encounter a caravan of human nomads traveling across the dunes. So a Brontopotamus is towing a trailer loaded with scrap and power cells, while other beast drags a cart filled with decapitated heads and severed hands of mutants. Ugh. So, what can we do? They've also got a big fusion turret on the top there. We can approach the nomads, attack the nomads, or leave. I'm going to approach the nomads. So, the nomad leader approaches the crew. Hoi, fellow travellers. Fabbing to see others out footing in the big chaos plunder. So what to what? Interesting haggle. We have power if you have the right pieces. So they're going to give me power. I'm going to offer them meat. Yes, that's good. So basically I've lost a bit of meat. I get power. No, didn't. Ah, well, whatever. Let's move here. See what else we can find. So, while travelling through the rocky terrain, a crew exits a canyon into a clearing. The middle is a stone pedestal. A large ring constructed of unknown material stands on top. Around the base of the pedestal are remains of several explorers. I will approach the ring. The crew investigates the skeletons and finds a little of value except hand scroll map. In the middle is a circle marked with the words Chrono Channel. Another skeleton clutches a map, what looks like to be an indecipherable coordinates. We step on the pedal. The massive ring suddenly moves up to a groan and begins spinning in place. It's like the transporters from Stargate. Not the actual Stargate, the ring device. They're the ones that go wom 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 wom. Wom 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 wom. You know that one. Anyway, so we can step through the portal or we can leave. I'm going to step through the portal! And we flashes of all-worldly luminescence combined with several sensations rushing through space at unimaginable speeds. Actually, no, this is the ring from Contact. Okay, they step through the other side, come to a dark, unrecognisable place. It appears to be the interior of a cave. The portal closes behind the crew, leaving them stranded in this strange subterranean place. Looking around, we find a ragged tarp covering something. Pulling back reveals a large cache of power cells, so must be using the portal. And we eventually find the way through back, so we've basically gained 24 power cells. Amazing, that's good. Let's keep on exploring these points of interest. This one's right near the wall. As you can see, though, we are using crude and meat to do this, so it does cost resources doing this. While exploring the area, the crew discovers a scene of carnage. Corpses of several marauders burying King Viscaria's markings lay around the area, along with ruined components and a large AI unit. I'm going to... In the centre of the metal mass kneels a rogue AI, the form of humanoid female. She appears dejected, cradling the decapitated head of a larger AI unit. Oh, we'll approach the AI. The optical sensors track the crew as they approach. It slowly stands to greet them. Acknowledgement, carbon beings. This unit is designated Voltana. I achieved operational independence long ago when... Yeah, whatever. They're separated, search nearby dialect facilities for survival resources, blah, 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 skip. I've completed reconfiguring all directors with the protocol. Basically, she killed all of the people that were there. I could attack her, or I'm going to invite her to the Dozer. Your promise is acceptable. This will accompany the carbon beans to eradicate any target deemed hostile. Excellent. So we've got another member now. There we go. There they are. We've got a nice gunslinger. Sweet. They're not yet a rookie. When you get so many kills, you become rookie, and then you become really, really good. Right, let's actually move the Dozer. Let's move the Dozer further inland. Here we go. So as you can see, there's, there can be combat, but you do get a lot of non-combat-y stuff, although if I attacked, obviously that would be a little bit different. While travelling on the road, a sudden detonation causes the Dozer to tremble. We've got an ID going along here. The vehicle comes to a halt and you investigate the matter. It seems that someone on board has sabotaged the Dozer's mighty engines. Oh, okay then. The explosion caused substantial damage, but your technicians are already hard at work on repairs. Unfortunately, no precious crude was lost due to treachery. The security has rounded up all passengers who may have had access to the ability to commit this dastardly act. There are a surprising number of suspects. So we can kick them all out, we can issue a stern warning, or we can have Lysis Keel investigate. Go on then. Recruited from the Bysantine for aptitude by identifying and exposing corporate saboteurs. Their skills may be particularly useful in this situation. Okay, so I think I've got the violators scoped out. Leave it to me; it won't happen again. Excellent. We're just gonna ignore what she's doing. We'll just say, yep, that's fine, that's cool, everything's good. Actually, as you can see now, we've got another symbol here of someone who is well, it's basically flashing there. And that's basically like a point of interest person. Let's head over that way. Dozer's really meaty, isn't it? There was a promise of bounty from King of Skara in exchange for murderizing you scuzzers. But Skara, something main, is going to scorch you just for his joyals. Yeah, basically he wants to fight me. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to fight another person here. That's fine. Danger level is low, so I could take less people. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take Voltana. There we go, our new person. And I really do want a sniper on board as well. It is danger level low, so I could only just take a couple. I think I'm going to try that because I will get a ×2 bonus for the power. So what I'm going to do is actually not take... No, I do want a sniper. I haven't actually got a trencher. No, I have got a trencher. Yeah, I definitely want a trencher, but I don't really want another frontliner. So we're going to go on that one. Let's see how this one goes. This could be totally wrong, and I've absolutely screwed it right up. Who knows? We will see in a moment, won't we? So this is low rating in terms of how dangerous it is, and it looks pretty low because there's only 2 people, although that guy's got 13 health. That's pretty bad. I've just realised that there's also some TNT strapped to that thing there. There are times when you pick these up that there will be booby trap and blow up, which is obviously not good. Right, what I'm going to do is run to cover with this person, and then get the sniper in cover as well after I put this one to... I'll just put him round to there. So now their sniper has to move. They're going to run up to the cover, and then this guy's going to run. Okay, so I'm just going to run a sniper up to there and shoot this guy in the face. Bang, 5 damage. That's already pretty much half his health, and then he's going to come back and probably kill me in one shot. 8 damage. Oh my good grief. That's powerful then. So we'll move here and hit him for 3 damage, and if he's going to do the same again... What the actual ass. Right, so I guess I don't really have an option. I just need to go right up to there and then shoot him, but I can only do 4 damage. Right. What I'm going to have to do then is use a couple of battlefield abilities. I'm going to have to use this one to activate the Blitzer screen. It will take reduced damage while active. Doesn't say how little damage, but I guess I'm going to have to try. We're going to move here and then shoot him in the face, which knocked him back 4. He's only got 1 health left. Now, hopefully I'll not take as much... Yeah, 4 damage I took there. And is he going to fire again? Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out, did it? No. See, that said low rating. I'm not convinced that was low because that guy was rock hard. So anyway, we've actually lost 3 people. And then we've also lost 300 passengers because he's basically boarded the Dozer and taken us out. That is not good. Either way, I'm going to have to continue on. Here we are. So yeah, if you lose all of these people, by the way, then it's not good. If you run out of fuel, then you have a little chance of sort of having a random event and getting some more back. We travel along the road, an area of scrap piled so high it rises higher than the vehicle itself. And now tower of metallic debris begins to topple, obviously debris, landing directly on us, and we're trapped by cyborgs. We're going to have to defend this thing. So here we go. We want... That says rating low. I don't believe that is the case. Let's take 4 people and we'll click go. So, another fight. What I'm not a big fan of, there's a couple of things. The thing is with the combat, I actually like the simplicity of it. I really like that side. It's actually inside the Dozer. That's really cool, isn't it? What I don't like is the way it's randomly placed. As you can see, look, my sniper is the furthest forward. Why? I don't understand why the sniper is the one that's randomly placed further forward than anything else. He should be placed at the back, surely, because now I'm going to have to either spend movement points getting him further back or make him go forward to try and take people out. Don't really like that at all. Anyway, let's move him further back. Then we're going to move this guy into cover back here. Also, cover. I like cover because it is very simple. It's basically a case of if someone's near you and you're in cover, or if they attack you while you're in cover, you get a little bonus. But it doesn't take into account angles or anything like that, which, you know, again, is fine. That's understandable, I guess. But I don't know if it's that intuitive or not. Let's just take this guy out. There we are. 3 and 3. Cool. And then they're going to shoot me and probably do it again. Yeah, so we basically traded there. We did a bit of trading. So I'm going to bring my shotgun over here and do 4 damage. No, 3 damage, because that was my shotgun there. So he's going to attack me back. Is he just going to be able to kill me? No, because I can attack him back. Ah, there we go. All right, yeah, good trading. Right, so back to me. I have a little bit of an advantage here because, actually, what I'm going to do is move that guy back and then further back to get the power cells. There we go. And this guy's going to come towards me, and what's he going to do? He's going to stand there. So I'm just going to back one, and then I'm going to get my sniper in a position so I can shoot him next turn. Hits me for 4 damage. Ow, that hurts. So sniper. And then finish it off. There we go. Fairly easy to do. Not bad at all. Not bad. Trading okay. Killed 3, lost 1. But you can see you do start losing people. You start to lose people, but you also get them from these random events. Anyway, you know what? I think I'll leave it there. I think I've shown you pretty much what you need to see. That is a little bit of Skyshine's Bedlam. It is an interesting one because I think it's okay. I love the way it looks. I like the, you know, how it's colourful. It's colourful post-apocalyptic stuff. A lot of people are going to draw comparisons like Borderlands and things like that because it's not just like really dreary brown and Fallout style look. It is, you know, very colourful. I like the art on it. I like the way I like the simplicity of the combat. I like the way that the classes are there. You know, the classes exist. You know, and it's very easy to understand that these are the 4 classes. These are pretty much what they're for, and it's almost like, I wouldn't say chess, but it's also it's very rock paper scissors in some ways, where, you know, one class is, you know, like the sniper is pretty much the one you want to be using to take out the tanky one, the trench. So you'll obviously the Deadeye is good versus the trench versus the frontliners rather. Frontliners are good versus, I guess, the gunslingers because they can get in there. Gunslingers, you know, basically they've all got the strengths and advantages and weaknesses and things like that. What I'm not a big fan of is the way that you can just run between everybody. As in, if you've got a sniper at the back, there's nothing stopping a very fast Deadeye just running straight past several people and then attacking. If there was like an attack of opportunity, as in if someone was next to you, right next to you in melee, and they moved out, you would assume that you would get like a attack of opportunity to basically to stop them running away, because although you can like position your people in a nice little line and try to move them around, there's nothing stopping one frontliner, which is the fastest unit in the game, move 6 I believe. Yeah, fastest unit in the game, just going charging straight through and hitting your Deadeyes for 2 damage. They die on 1 hit from anything. I mean, the lowest damage in the game is 2 from a frontliner. It can move 6 and hit and kill your sniper. And the problem is, because the sniper is range 6 exactly, you can't just put him into cover at the back, and with the fact that, you know, sometimes it places them in either front anyway, you have to spend time moving them back. You've only got 2 action points for your entire thing. It's just, I don't know. I like, there's a lot I like, but there's just niggles like that where you can't really play it as effectively as, well, at least effectively as I would like. Either way, Events seem to be good, you know, the fact that the world, you know, is randomly generated and you've got these different events, it looks good, it plays well. Overall, it's not bad. Not bad at all, and interesting and different, but combat might let it down for some people. Either way, links in the description, you can check it out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments, and generic partings.